Hello there everybody, I'm Laura and welcome to my sewing channel and this week's and month's edition of Embrace the Lace Upcycle Edition. Before I get started with the lace, I just wanted to show you guys how nice of a difference just changing the buttons on something can make for a thrifted item. These are the buttons I showed in my last video about my pattern haul and other assorted items haul. And I put them on today just so I could wear it in this video. Since it's Upcycle Edition, I figured I'd upcycle with buttons and I would share with you how I upcycled some garments with lace. So this is how the shirt looked before and this is how it looks now. Ta-da! I really like this because it's got pockets and oh, I'm so sorry. Hopefully that's not too scratchy. I've started this video like 3 times, so I'm gonna just keep going forward now. Did you see that? My chair? Oh my gosh. The collaboration that I do with So Lovely with Grace and So She Designs is all about the lace. And for me, tonight's Upcycle with Lace video is about inserted lace because I really like inserted lace. The lace, inserted lace, is lace that looks like this, where you put it on fabric and then you cut away to reveal the lace design, but it's all part of the garment. And they used it a lot, lots during the Edwardian times, late Victorian, but mostly the Edwardian, the Gibson girl dresses, and they did some amazing, I mean just amazing designs, intricate inserted lace. I have no patience for that. So I do a little bit of lace here and there, and that was my inspiration though for our Upcycle with Lace. Several months ago I had gone to the Joann's in Lincoln and I had found this lovely lace in on clearance, and this lovely lace on clearance. That's upside down there. And when we decided, Grace from So Lovely with Grace and Shalisa from So She Designs decided that we wanted to do an Upcycle with Lace month, I wanted to use these laces. I started looking for denim because obviously it would look very pretty with this. I first found this shirt, and then to go with that shirt, I started looking for a skirt, and I found a skirt, but then it didn't really go with this shirt, and so then I had to find another skirt, and I ended up with a whole lot of denim. Let's move on. So I had that shirt again, and I decided to insert lace into that shirt, and then I had a skirt that I put, this lace was begging to be put onto. So I washed the lace, there's Nyx, I washed the lace, and that was a bad idea. You can see it frays terribly, and I had washed it after I had pinned it on, and I thought I had the right amount, and then I realized I should have washed it. So let this be a lesson to all of you. You definitely want to wash it before you pin it on to measure how much lace you need, because I ended up with a good 2 to 3 inches missing at the end, so I ended up having to piece it on. So I can show you what that looks like too in just a minute. If I would have had a more organized method of sewing the things together, I think it would have been a lot faster. I could have done this, and seriously, this could have been on in an hour maximum. The inserted lace might have taken a little bit more time, but an hour, hour and a half, and it would have been done. As it was, because I kept putting it on and I didn't know where I wanted to put it, and so I'd try something out and then I'd have to take it all off because I didn't like the way it looked. And then I realized I should have washed it. Always wash the lace first. trying to decide what would be the best way to show you. I think what I will do is I will go stop this video for a second, go change into the clothes, and then I will show you what it looks like on, okay? Okay, that is my Embrace the Lace Upcycle Edition. I did want to show you up close the lace on the bottom of the skirt. And if you want to see where I had to piece it together, it's right here. I ended up, it's a cotton lace, so it also shrunk up, so I ended up having to iron and iron and iron it to get it to lay flat again as well. But you can just see I just folded over the edges and just sewed it down and then just finished it off. And then on the inside I just folded it over and stitched down this side. The thread is such a good match that you can't even see the thread, so it just looks like it's on there. Because this should be a pretty short video, I'm going to insert a video of me making this little tiny bit of inserted lace. If you've never seen, or if you're interested on how to do inserted lace, this will be a little demonstration for you. Have you ever worked with inserted lace before? If you have, when was it? What did you make? I would be interested to know, because right now I'm kind of like in lines and diagonals. I'm wondering if there might be other uses, other ways that you can use the inserted lace. I think it would be really cool to put on a pair of jeans. I just couldn't find a decent pair of jeans that I wanted to do that with. So, and I don't know if it would hold, you know, maybe if it was down at the bottom it would hold its shape, but yeah, if it was too high up it might stretch the lace out. So I don't know, I'll have to think on that a little bit. Anyway, if you are not interested, then we'll just call this the end, and you guys have a good rest of your weekend, and I will just see you in the next video. Thanks, bye. First of all, when you're using inserted lace, you need to get a lace that has two sides. One side here and one side here. Firm borders that you are able to sew on either side. This one is another example. You can see that even though the edges are scalloped, there's these firm lines that you would be able to sew on. Ooh, sorry. Or maybe up a little bit more, but the open part will be this part, and you can sew on these parts. These are some examples of lace that wouldn't work, because there isn't a firm second side. It's just open trim type lace. So all three of these you would not be able to use for inserted lace. So you would lay the lace, the wrong side of the lace, on the right side of the fabric. So this is the right side of the fabric, and this is the right side of the lace. I normally pin it when I'm obviously doing a large amount, and it, you know, I want to keep it steady. You can either pin through the lace or you can pin along the sides. It doesn't matter. Obviously, since it's so short, I did not pin it, but you just line it up. Then using a zigzag stitch, I guess I should probably show you, using a zigzag stitch, I'm just going to stitch on this inside of the little scallop side, just along here. And I have a dark blue thread in, so you'll be able to see when it's done kind of where the thread went. It's really, it's not like a 100% science. I mean, like, I didn't watch a tutorial and like, this is how you do it. This is just kind of how I do it, and it has always worked. So I'm just sharing with you what's worked for me. All right, let me put that thread underneath. So you just line it up, and I have a zigzag stitch of 2 and 2, 2 wide, 2 long. And so, all right, here we go. And I just make sure, to catch that inner side with the zigzag stitch. And let me go do the other side. All right, so you can see I just zigzagged over the top of the inner solid line, mostly solid line, to keep it on. So you just turn it over and you cut on this side, on the fabric side, down the center without cutting the lace. So you just turn it over and you just kind of slide it in there. And you just have to be very careful. Make sure you don't get the lace. Then, so now you can see, normally I would take this over and I would press it, but I don't think I'm going to. I do, however, need some pins because I need to pin those sides back. On my shirt, there was enough, the lace was wide enough that I could roll the hem on the inside of the lace, but this is not. So you just push it back until you, and then, like I said, I would press it to get it nice and flat, and then pin it, hold it back. There we go. All right, let's put the sewing machine back so you can see that. Put it up. Okay, so you just go like that. Straight stitch for this one because it's just on the woven fabric. Let's see if my machine will put it through. Then to the other side. It's already fraying. This wool is terrible. Okay. Okay, so this is the back. I probably, knowing how bad this is fraying, I probably would have used a zigzag stitch to finish this edge as well as to sew back the edge. Like I said, you can roll it. I guess you could spray, what is it? Oh my gosh. Okay, so anyway, the green, this stuff. Fray check. You could fray check it. So anyway, this is what it looks like when it's all done. It's just pretty.